Hello, juror 3 and 4. Can you guys state your name for the record, please?
My name was too long.
Juror 3,
My name was too long.
juror 4.
Ashley.
Okay. Plaintiff, are you ready to ask your questions?
I am.
Okay. You may proceed.
Hello, Juror 3. Oh. Have you ever been given something and then it taken away from you?
You asking me or juror 3?
Juror number 3.
Gave him something taken away. Not that I can recall now.
Do you know the defendant?
Did I what? Sorry.
Do you know the defendant?
Oh, yes.
How well do you know role model?
Pretty good. Come here often.
Are you in any families on the app?
I don't have a certificate or nothing, but I consider myself part of the role model family.
Okay, I'd like number 3 taken off, please. It's not a juror.
Bye, y'all.
You said you don't want to. You want to pass on juror 3?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm gonna replace him shortly. Let's see. Hello, juror 5.
Hello.
Can you please state your name for the record?
Royal motherfucking goddess.
Thank you. Plaintiff, you can question juror 4.
Hello.
Hi.
Have you ever been betrayed by someone?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit more about what happened when you were betrayed?
To make a long story short, they basically told me that the person was their brother, and they ended up liking them as well. So, yeah.
And what do you call a friendship? Do you base friendships on levels, or do you just class a friend as a friend? Do you treat your friends on different levels?
You said what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you treat all your friends the same, or do you treat certain friends differently?
You said fans?
Friends. Do you treat
Friends?
all your friends the same, or do you treat some of them on different levels?
I treat all my friends the same.
And have you ever been hurt by any of your friends?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And when you told your friend that they hurt you, did you tell them that they hurt you?
Yeah, I'm very blunt. If you hurt me, you hurt me.
How did your friend react?
I mean, they apologized because they didn't know that they hurt me in that way. So.
And how would you feel if your friends laughed at you when you told them you were hurt?
It would have hurt my feelings, honestly. Then I feel like I would have separated myself from them, because at that point, you're not my friend if I'm telling you something hurt me and you're laughing at me.
That's all, juror 4. Thank you.
Okay. Defendant, now is your turn.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Appreciate you. Juror number 4, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Can you state your name again for the record?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley?
Yes.
Are you streamer, Ashley?
What do you consider a streamer?
Do you go live?
Yes.
That's nice. Sounds like you don't go live often, huh?
I don't. Whenever I get bored, I go live.
Okay, so whenever you get bored, but let me ask you, have you ever participated in any events on that?
I'm not necessarily. I happen to like place in a contest because of another thing, but on purpose, no.
Oh, that's amazing. You placed in a contest?
Yeah.
It's nice. That's nice. So, let me ask you this: what evidence, if you was a juror, right? What evidence would you need to hear to decide whether someone's guilty or not guilty?
I feel like all the facts. Like, if someone is saying that you said something, I would need to hear the facts on that. Like, if someone is basically like accusing you of something, I would need to see the facts of that. I would need to hear evidence. I would need to hear certain things on whatever it is. Like, I could never, give someone a verdict based off of he say, she say. Like, I wanted to see what it is. Like, the proof will have to be in the pudding for me.
Okay. And what kind of things do you consider proof?
Like, text messages, calls, like something, like they said it. You could see for a fact that they said it, period.
For a fact.
For a fact. Yeah, period.
Like, they said, hey.
Yeah, period.
I could understand that. I could definitely understand it.
What Grizzly said, physical documents. Yeah, period.
So let me ask you a question. What's your definition of false promise?
What's that definition of false promise? Like somebody said, like, okay, like let's say you was in my stream, for example. You was in my stream and you said, oh, I'm gonna send you a jet, but you ain't never send me a jet after that. That's a false promise to me. Because why would you even say some shit that you wasn't gonna live up to? Like, you could have never said that, and I could have been okay with that. But
I agree. I definitely agree. If someone says, hey, I'm going to send you a jet, and they use the words, I promise, someone should definitely live up to their promise. I agree. What about betrayal?
I mean, somebody lying on me or something that I know I didn't say or I know I didn't do. Somebody lying on me, or I feel like if I done said something to you and I said, well, I'm telling you this in confidence and I don't want you to tell nobody because maybe I might be embarrassed of whatever I told you, like, keep it between me and you. And if you want to go live and you tell what the fuck I told you, that's a betrayal to me.
Okay. Thank you.
Juror number 4, I'm not sure if I heard you correctly, but I just want to remind you, there's no cursing in the courtroom.
I'm sorry.
I apologize for her, Your Honor. I know some of these questions I'm asking might cause one to relive a moment in their time where they was betrayed, or false promises.
I'm sorry.
Let me ask you, juror number 4, do you know anything about this case?
No.
That's about to happen on Friday?
No.
Okay. Will you have, if the plaintiff is unable to show solid proof of said allegations, will you have an issue finding the defendant not guilty?
I just feel like a fair case is a fair case. If the evidence is clear or if it's not, I'll be able to provide a verdict on it. I can't answer your question yes or no, but if the proof is in the pudding, then I'll be able to give my verdict. But as far as that, I'm not going to say yes or no.
Thank you very much, juror number 4.
Plaintiff, did you get the opportunity to question juror 5?
No, not yet.
You can take the opportunity now, but I want to let you guys know that we are on limited time. So, and we have several other jurors waiting. So please select your best questions and ask up front, please.
Hello, Juror 5.
Hello.
Do you know the defendant?
Yes, I do.
How well do you know the defendant?
I know her well.
As in,
I was
how many
fine.
times a week do you visit our stream?
Um, anytime I catch her on, pretty much I'll pop in her stream.
So on average, like, so role models live 6 days out of 7. How many days would you be in our stream?
Maybe 3 to 4.
Okay. And do you gift her?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what was the biggest gift that you ever sent her?
Um, maybe a 500. I think. No. I take it back. I gifted her a 1K gift one time.
And do you visit any other Top Badges streams, or
Yes, I do.
what other Top Badges do you visit?
I've been in your stream a few times. I've been in Medusa's. I've been in Lord, whatever, Fourths. Um, I've been in Gills or Gills with the G or J. I've been in a few streams. I've been in Travels, Epsy's, uh, DJ Joey Crack. I'm just everywhere really.
And do you go live?
Um, Not really. I've probably been live maybe twice. Only time I'll put my stream on is if it's down in the challenges or something. It'll say stream for an hour or two. And I might do it during the night and lay my phone down.
And has role model ever been to your stream?
No.
And would you say that you're a part of any family on the app?
No.
Okay, so you don't carry any emojis or support any people?
I support, but I'm not part of the family. I don't have any certificates. I'm not actual part of a family.
And is there anything that would make you more side with the defendant?
I didn't hear you, Summer.
Is there anything that would make you slightly more biased to side with the defendant?
Objection, Your Honor.
That's not an objection.
That is an objection.
I'm fair.
You
I
wouldn't
mean,
be here if she was going to be biased towards this
right.
case.
I mean, whatever's presented, like she said before, it has to be proof in the pudding. You know, I'm not gonna jump on one person's side. Like I said, I've been to a lot of people's stream.
Okay. And my final question for you is, have you ever been betrayed by someone?
Yes.
Okay. And how did that make you feel when you were betrayed?
Hurt. One circumstance, it made me put my guards up. You know.
Okay. And when you were betrayed, when that happened, if there was a different perspective from your opinion of what happened, how would that make you feel?
One more time.
If they explained a situation from a different perspective that wasn't yours, how would that make you feel?
I would still feel hurt, betrayed pretty much.
Thank you, juror number 5.
You're welcome, Summer.
Good
Can we
evening,
proceed?
juror number 5.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Doing all right. Could you state your name for the record again?
Royal motherfucking goddess.
Real mother effing goddess. How long have you been on this app?
Maybe around 9 months or so.
9 months or so. Have you ever participated or seen an auction?
I've seen an auction. I've never participated in an auction.
Okay. And the auctions you've seen, have they had themes to it?
Yes, some of them have.
What are some of the things you see go on in an auction?
Everybody throwing
In a
crazy.
theme auction?
Oh, if it's a theme, pretty much they're dressed up accordingly. Um, and people just come in and throw crazy cute gifts.
Okay. If someone hurt you, right, or caused you emotional stress, would you visit their stream?
Um, Probably not.
Why not?
Or I would keep my distance until maybe I got past whatever they call, whatever problem put me in that position from the beginning. I would have to get past whatever issue caused, before I can just constantly just keep coming into the stream.
So it would take you some time. How much time would you say that you need?
I would say also it depends on the person.
Depends on the person. Let's say a friend of yours.
Okay.
They caused you some emotional distress, and they made false promises to you. So how much time would you need? Approximately.
I don't know. I can't put a time on it. I mean, because it has there's
Will you
there's
visit them
levels.
2, 3 days later?
Probably so.
You would visit them 2, 3 days later?
Probably so. That's why I
Okay, that's
said I can't
amazing.
really put a time on it because it just depends on what they did, Um, and like I said, how close me and that person was.
What if you weren't that close to them? What if they were just an associate?
Oh, well, it'd probably be a while before I go back to their stream.
Okay, so someone that was just an associate, meaning y'all don't bond off the app, or you
Because I
just see each
felt,
other around on the app, someone's room.
because I felt it was just my associate or something. Evidently, we were not close enough for them to betray me from the beginning. So I just move on.
Okay. Thank you, juror number 5. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Are you excusing her or are you just thanking her for your
And
time?
I'm thanking her for her time, as well as juror number 4. Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Thank
Okay, thank
you.
you. So I'm going to replace juror 5 and 4 with juror 6 and 7 if they're available. Let's see. Where is juror 6? Hello, juror 6 and 7. Plaintiff and defendant, I do want to remind you that we have several other jurors waiting. I know you have several questions that you want to ask each and every one of them. But I would like to request that you pick the most important questions and ask those questions up front and not linger. Jurors 6 and 7, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Prowler Down Under.
My name is Desmond.
Thank you. Plaintiff, you can start your questions.
Hello, Juror 6.
Hello.
First of all, my first question is, do you think top badges should be held accountable if they have done something wrong?
I think the top badges are the face of the app and they should be held accountable, yes.
Have you ever heard a top badge twist the truth in one of their streams?
Hard to say.
Okay. Have you ever been in someone's stream and thought, I don't think that's true what you're saying right now?
Absolutely.
And how did that make you feel?
Less likely to come back.
Okay. My next question is, have you ever had a disagreement with a friend, but that doesn't mean that you've fallen out with that friend, it just means
Objection,
that-
Your Honor, relevance.
This is not the court case.
Your Honor, I know this is not the court case, but you said make it quick and stick to the.
She just started asking her questions.
have you ever
Proceed.
had a disagreement with one of your friends, and it doesn't mean you don't support your friend, it just means that you don't agree with what they've done?
For sure.
Okay. But you still have love for that person and you'll still support them in what they do?
Absolutely.
Okay. And the last question is, are you part of any families on the app?
I have my own family, yes.
Okay. And apart from your own family, do you support any other families?
Yeah, Katie Down Under.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Juror 6.
Absolutely.
Plaintiff, you also have the opportunity to question Juror 7.
Hello, jurisdictioning.
Excuse me?
Jurisdictioning.
I said plaintiff. You're the defendant. Plaintiff, proceed.
Hello, Juror 7.
Hello, how you doing, Summer?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You guys can hear me okay? 'Cause I have my AC.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. If somebody ever gave you something and then asked it back?
Of course, yes. My ex used to do it all the time.
And how did that make you feel when they done that?
Like I would never want anything from them again.
Juror, is everything okay with your voice? I'm having a difficult time hearing your responses.
You can hear me?
You sound muffled.
I'm shut off the AC. I just asked if the AC was like, can you hear me better? Or should
A
I
little
take off
better.
I'll take
Do
off
you
the-
have, yes, I believe it's your headphones.
I thought you would hear me better with the headphones on. But I said yes, my ex used to take things from me all the time back, and it used to make me feel like I would never want nothing from him ever again.
So say you have a friend that hurts you, and it's not a massive argument where you never talk again. They've just done something that's upset your feelings, and you've addressed that, and they laughed at you. How would you feel?
I mean, I would feel like if they didn't understand my emotions, then maybe they didn't understand where I was coming from. You know, if I explained something to them that hurt me and they didn't take it seriously, then I don't think 100% that they understood where I was coming from.
And what about if you told them that you were upset and then they said it was petty? How would that make you feel?
I mean, I just feel like maybe it was a misunderstanding. They didn't understand why I felt like I was hurt, you know.
Your Honor, he's leading a juror.
She's not one of the selected jurors, so how can she lead her?
You can still lead a juror. They are still listening.
She hasn't been selected. Please proceed. Can you wrap up, please, plaintiff?
The last question is, how often do you visit the defendant's stream?
Often enough.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
That's all your questions? Defendant,
Yes,
you now have the opportunity to ask your question.
Your Honor, I feel like at this point we should tell everyone what the case is if we're going to allow that line of questioning for the jurors. How you doing, juror number 6?
Fantastic. And yourself?
I'm doing quite well. Juror number 6, could you state your name for the record?
Prowler Down Under.
All right. Love the name. Juror 6, would you happen to know the plaintiff above me?
No, I don't.
What about her counsel who will be representing her?
Now, who was your counsel again?
Glen Coco.
No.
So you don't know Summer. Have you ever heard of her before?
Nope.
I haven't. I just kind of met her myself, so I can understand that. All right. So you don't know her. Can you tell me what's your definition of a friend?
Definition of a friend. For me, it's somebody who's honest, loyal, likes to be supportive, wants to see you succeed.
And how long will it take you to know a person to consider them a friend?
I think that depends on the person. With every
say,
person, I think it kind of depends on them.
Let's just say another man
I would
that you work
say,
with.
give or take a couple weeks, you can really get to know somebody.
Now, would they be your best friend in a couple of weeks?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Would you consider someone a friend if you didn't speak to them away from the job?
They would be an acquaintance at that point.
An acquaintance. Acquaintance at that point. All right. So, do you stream, Prowler?
I do.
How often do you stream?
Daily. Probably 5 days a week.
And although I know you said you don't know Summer, has she maybe popped in your stream before?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. And you've never gifted her, maybe you were in your friend's stream and seen her battling and
I don't believe I've ever seen her before, no.
Okay. Have you ever participated in an auction before?
One auction, yes.
And what kind of auction was it?
It was a themed auction. Mad as a Hatter, Gil with a G.
Oh, I like that. So it was a themed auction. You said Mad Hatter. Did you dress up for this auction?
Yeah, I had a bucket hat.
Okay. And did you do good in your auction?
I was the highest in the auction, yeah.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing. So you have a lot of support, right?
I believe so.
How do you feel about those who don't have that much support?
I don't feel any less about them.
Okay. How would you feel if someone that didn't have much support but seen the success that you had and they brought up allegations against you? How would that make you feel?
I've had it happen. You definitely get the feeling of some jealousy there. And if it's a true friend, they wouldn't treat you that way.
Okay. Have you ever had someone have maybe a secret crush on you?
I'm sure.
Yeah or no?
I'm sure. I'd say yes.
Yes. What are some of the things they do when they have a crush on you?
Sometimes they would come into your stream, they gift you a little bit, maybe stay in your stream, lurk your stream.
Your
Um,
Honor, I'm allowed to ask questions, am I not?
Yes, pertaining to the case.
This is pertaining to the case, Your Honor. How
Correct.
can you determine if it's not pertaining to the case?
That is putting ideas in someone's head.
Correct. But
Your Honor, you sat and allowed Summer.
sir, please continue. You pointed out that the plaintiff was leading, and now
And
you're
you
asking-
allowed her to continue to lead.
Okay, this is my court. Would you like to sit in my chair?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, please proceed.
Let me rephrase the question. Let me ask you a different question. What evidence and facts would you need to hear to decide whether someone's guilty or not guilty?
Depending on what it was, receipts always do justice. I like to see writing. I like to see text messages, anything that shows viable, true to the case.
Okay. And let's say if you heard said case and the details are not as accurate, would you find that person guilty or not guilty?
If somebody was lying about the details to the case, I would assume that they were guilty.
You would assume that the plaintiff or the defendant is guilty.
The person that was giving the misleading evidence.
Okay. No further questions for you, Juror 6. Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
Juror
thank
7, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing quite well. Juror 7, would you happen to know the plaintiff above you?
No.
Have you seen her around?
Can,
Have you seen
can
her
you hear me?
around? I can hear you.
No. Mm-mm.
Maybe through passing, maybe in a friend stream, have you noticed her name or seen anyone wearing her name? Maybe she took someone's millie. Maybe she
I
won
don't know
someone in
her.
an auction. Okay.
No.
What about her counselor, which will be defending her, Glenn Coco? Have you heard that name before?
I've heard of a Coco, but I'm not sure if it's the same Coco.
Okay. A UK. She's from the UK. She talks like this. Hello, Governor. No.
No,
Okay.
I don't know Coco.
I would like you to conduct yourself in a very professional manner, please.
Your Honor, I had to point out how she spoke. There's multiple Cocos on the app.
Conduct yourself in a professional manner. We have several other jurors waiting.
Do you stream juror number 7?
Yes.
Have you ever done an auction before?
A few auctions, yes.
Okay. What about a theme auction?
I did travel-based rose auction and
Amazing.
Jill with a is it G or J? Jill with a G's win a queen.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Jill with a G, top badge Jill with a G. You also mentioned Travel Bay, and I heard a few of the other jurors mention those known names. And you said you don't know top badge Summer, correct?
Yeah.
But you know a lot of other top badges, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your definition of emotional damage or distress?
I feel like emotional damage comes from misleading lies that someone can tell you. So if someone can repeatedly say that they're going to do something for you or be there for you in a certain manner, and they keep repetitively telling you the same thing and they don't do it, it can cause an emotional damage and a little bit of disloyalty and distrust.
Okay. And last question. What's your definition of a friend?
A friend, it's a two-way angle though. Like a friend is, if I can be there for you and you can be there for me, we can be friends. But it has to be like we're both 100% in it to commit it. Because sometimes friends are just cordial. They're not 100% your
Mhm.
friend. They just want to be there for the motion, whether it's just a party or just something that you can do for them. So a friend can have, it has to have like four factors.
Okay. Juror 7, do you work?
Yes, I do.
What do you do for work?
I'm a hairstylist and I'm a waxer.
Oh, hairstylist and a waxer. Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you have coworkers?
Hmm.
Okay. And because you do the same job as someone else, do you consider them your friend?
I mean, yes, yes.
You will consider someone that works at your workplace that waxes like four chairs behind you, or um, you would consider them your friend just because they work with you?
Not just because they work with me, is you see someone every day, you build a relationship with them, and not only do you build that relationship, they wax you, you wax them, so we see each other body parts, so that's more intimate, we become friends.
Well, that's one job. What about on this app? People you work with. So if you're a streamer and someone else is a streamer, right?
Mhm.
But they don't really visit your streams often and stuff, would you consider CEO Prime your friend?
I mean, it depends on that, because some of these people on this app is associates. If I met you outside of this app and I talk to you on the phone, then we're friends.
So I know you keep saying it depends, but I'm giving you the scenario.
All right, so
So
no.
I don't so for an example, passionate. Okay, she's in the comments, she streams once in a blue. Okay.
That
Would
isn't
you
relevant.
consider her your friend?
The question, please. Get to the question.
No,
You wouldn't consider her a friend?
I don't know who Passionate is. Oh, well, I don't know
You,
her.
okay. Have you ever received a flyer for an event of someone you didn't know too well?
Yes, of course, many times.
And did you participate in the event?
Um, I've passed by, but I didn't participate.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor. Yes.
Can jurors 6 and 7 be excused?
Yes, they can.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, we're gonna bring in 8. Hello, juror 8 and 9. How are you today?
I'm good.
Do you guys mind please stating your name
I
for the
am
record?
I'm Kim Kai.
I'm a distraction.
I'm sorry, juror 9.
A distraction.
Distraction. Okay. Plaintiff, you can start your questioning.
Hello, juror number 8.
Hello,
Um,
Summer.
have you ever gifted the defendant?
I have.
Okay. Have you gifted her heavy or just a little bit?
I'm not one of her big shooters by any stretch of the imagination, but I do gift her from time to time, yes.
Okay. What would you consider as support on the app? Would you consider it as someone that visits your stream or gifts you?
I think it's both. I think someone who visits and is interactive is just as supportive as someone who gifts.
And would you have someone read in your stream if you didn't consider them as someone who supports you?
Well, I don't stream, So to answer that would be unfair because I'm not a streamer. I can't put myself in the mind frame of a streamer because I'm just here for entertainment and support.
Okay. Have you ever gifted the defendant in any of our options? or-
Defendant, is that water?
Your Honor, it's my drink.
Water is the only thing that's allowed in the court.
I'm sorry, Summer, I didn't hear you.
Several times before, and typically.
Defendant, as I stated, water is the only liquid allowed in the court.
Okay, Your Honor, I do apologize.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay, defendant?
I'm sorry, but
Can we
I just wanna
proceed?
point out
Can-
earlier there was
No.
someone smoking.
Can we proceed, please? We are very limited and we have several other jurors waiting. Can we proceed, please?
No problem, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
Plaintiff,
Of course. Have you ever gifted the defendant in any of our battles or auctions?
Yes.
How much did you gift her?
I don't know offhand. I've gifted her here and there. I've probably gifted her, I mean, 4K here, 5K there.
Okay, do you think
I
Your
don't
Honor,
know exactly. I don't know
do you think Your
exactly
Honor forged
what I've
more than
gifted.
100K?
juror, I want to remind you that your questions need to be completely accurate.
Do you think you've gifted the defendant
Proceed.
more than 100K?
In
Oh,
in one auction or in one battle?
no, all time.
Yes, it's more than 100K.
200K?
More, yeah,
500K?
more.
Okay, I'd like Juror 8 struck off, please.
Your Honor, that is not objection.
I'm
Your
sorry.
Honor.
I did not hear her statement. You said you would like to, I'm sorry.
I'd
Your
like
Honor,
Juror
that is
8
not a reason to remove someone because they gifted me. This whole app gifted me, Your Honor.
The plaintiff, can you ask juror number 8 one more question and decide?
Are you part of any family on the apps?
I am.
What family are you part of?
I'm a part of TSA. I also carry JoJo's Hearts, and I am considered a model.
Yeah, I'd like her to move.
Considered, Your Honor.
Defendant, she asked the question, she answered, and she's asking her to be excused, and I'm excusing her. Is that okay with you? Thank you, juror number 8, for your time.
Thank you.
Juror, let's see. Who am I
Dang, my
missing?
face look big.
Juror 9, let me bring in juror 10. I don't see juror 10. So we're just gonna move on. So we just excused juror 8, okay. Plaintiff, you can continue with your question for juror 9. Hello, juror 11, before we continue, can you please state your name for the record? Juror 11, excuse me.
My name is Juicy Black Barbie.
Thank you for being here. Plaintiff?
Hello, Juror 9.
Hi.
First of all, what would you consider support on the app?
Support on the app is basically being in a person's stream. Sometimes a person doesn't have the money to gift a person, but just being there, commenting, things like that, that support, showing up for their auctions, shows, that's, to me, that's what support is.
And if someone was to say they were proud of you, would you say that person knows you for them to say that?
Say that one more time.
If someone says they're proud of you, do you think they know you for them to say that?
Do I think they ignore me?
Know
Or do I
you.
think they know me? Know me?
Yeah.
If a person says they're proud of me, do I think they know me?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably in that moment because something just happened, but personally, it depends.
Uh, Plaintiff, can you please rephrase the question?
If someone says that you've achieved something that's good,
Your Honor, I object. The
To,
plaintiff
to-
need a,
regarding what?
Your Honor, the plaintiff need a translator.
Okay, I asked her to rephrase the question. Please give her the opportunity to rephrase it. Defendant, if one more outburst from you and you will be held in the consent, is that what you would like tonight?
No, Your Honor, proceed.
Plaintiff, I'm going to let you know that it is a bit difficult understanding you, and I understand it's a language barrier, so which is totally fine. You have the sweetest voice ever, but if you mind slowing down a little bit and projecting your voice, so everyone can understand the question and they can answer correctly. So again, do you mind rephrasing the question?
Have you ever been betrayed by someone?
Yes, I think we all have before, once in our life, or more than once.
Okay. And has that person ever been a friend?
Yes.
And can you just give me your definition of friendship, please?
Friendship is someone that's loyal, someone that supports you, someone that's there when you need them. You know, the basics.
So support's probably one of the biggest things in a friendship.
Yes, kind of.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Excuse me. Proceed.
Is it on me?
Plaintiff, are you done with your questions for Juror 9?
Yes, thank you.
Would you like to proceed to Juror 11 and then we'll move on to the defendant?
Hello, Juror 11.
I would like you to exhibit a little bit of patience.
Hi.
We're going to get to you. One moment, please.
Hello.
How well do you know the defendant?
I could say enough. I've seen her around.
Do you visit the defendant's stream often?
No.
Okay. How's it made you feel when you see somebody lie on stream?
Say it again.
How does it make you feel when you see somebody lie on stream?
When I see someone lie, like tell a fib,
Yeah.
on stream, it makes me feel like they're not honest. They're not an honest person if I see them lie on stream.
Okay. And my last question is, have you ever had a disagreement with a friend, but you still support them?
But I still supported them.
Have you ever had a disagreement with a friend, but you still support them?
Yeah, disagreements are just, misunderstandings between two people. It's not something that's to define your relationship with them and say, hey, look, we're not gonna be friends anymore. It's just a disagreement. You have to disagree with some of your friends. Agree to
Okay.
disagree with some.
So that means, have you ever, with one of your friends, had a disagreement, but you've still remained friends with them?
Yeah, we still remain friends. We talked it out.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, plaintiff. Defendant, now is your opportunity to speak.
I apologize.
Okay. Hello, juror number 9. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing quite well.
Defendant, is something wrong with your voice?
Yes, Your Honor. I was hoping
that you would say I have the sweetest voice ever? The way you said to Summer?
This is not the time or the place. Can you please proceed with your questions? You kept interrupting the plaintiff, and now you have the opportunity to ask your question, and you want to act up.
With all due respect, Your Honor, this is juror selection. So to sit and give Summer a compliment and not give me a compliment is showing that you're leaning more towards Summer.
Defendant, if you need to be rocked tonight, here is not the place. Contact your mom. Now, please proceed with your questions.
Hello, juror number 9. Can you state your name for the record?
It's a distraction.
Why do they call you a distraction?
Because I like to distract people in a good way and sometimes a bad way. It just depends on the room, when you read a room.
Do you feel like during this case, you will cause a distraction?
No.
Okay. So you said in a good way or a bad way. Do you feel like you may be biased in this case?
No, not at all.
Do you know what this case is about?
No.
Okay. Do you happen to know the plaintiff?
No.
With the her right here with the fake blonde hair?
Your Honor,
You-
please.
Your Honor.
Once again,
Thank
I'm
you.
asking you to conduct yourself in a professional manner. This case will be thrown out.
Your Honor, I was just asking a question and making sure she knows.
I have to remind you once again to conduct yourself in a professional manner. This entire case will be thrown out.
No problem, Your Honor. It's just that, a lot of people don't
And you're
know.
still talking.
I'm supposed to be talking, Your Honor.
You're supposed to be asking questions.
I'm trying to ask questions. That was a question.
Please. Get to your question.
Juror number 9. Can you give me your definition of obsessed?
Yes, obsessed. You can be my definition of obsessed is when you just like stuck on a person. You're too busy worrying about what this person has going on in life or what's going on and just basically when you're just stuck on one person. Stalking, you're asking other people questions about that person, you're just watching them just to be watching. It's like a hobby basically.
Have you ever had anyone obsessed with you?
Not that I know of.
Okay. What kind of people do you see that people are obsessed with?
Can you rephrase that in a different way?
Like when you're hearing stories of someone being obsessed, what are the known people that people have an obsession for?
Jealousy.
What type of people?
Crazy people, jealous people, damaged people, people that are damaged, broken.
I think you misunderstood the question. Those are the type of people that have these obsessions, right? I think that you were naming. I am, Your Honor. If you would give me a second. So what type of people do you feel that someone will have an obsession for?
Let me try to see. If I was obsessed with someone, I will have to be obsessed with someone that's doing better than me, or they have something that I want. Yeah, somewhere around those lines.
Someone doing better. And what can you, in your words, can you tell me what doing better than you looks like?
Money. Money, more friends or something like that, more people around them. Clothes probably. I don't want to call them fans, but really fans, followers,
right?
Things like that.
And would you say on this app that some people have fans?
Oh yes.
Would you say that on this app, some people could be obsessed with certain people that's doing better than other people on this app?
Yes.
If the plaintiff is unable to show solid proof of the damages that she is suing for, the allegations she is suing for, would you be 100% fine with finding the defendant, not guilty?
If the defendant didn't have 100% proof, would I be okay with not finding them guilty?
With finding the defendant not guilty?
Um, if they didn't have 100% proof, not not really, because sometimes a person doesn't have evidence. Sometimes you can fake evidence too. You can fake a text message and things like that. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it really goes with what a person is. I watch what a person is saying. Sometimes a person will say something and turn around later, repeat the same thing, but say it differently or change up the story a little bit. So, if they didn't have
Mhm.
evidence, I would probably look for something else.
Okay. Are you going to be fair if you're selected as a juror, would you be fair during this trial?
Yes.
Okay.
Defendant, does that wrap up your question? Juror number 9.
Yes, that wraps up my question. Thank you, Juror 9. I appreciate you and your time as well. Juror number 11, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
May I proceed with juror number 11 or? Your Honor? Okay. Juror number 11, could you state your name again?
Juicy Black Barbie.
Has that always been your name?
No.
What are some of the other alias you go by?
Juicy.
Juicy? I like that. How long you been going by the name Juicy?
Since I got, well, before I came on the app.
Defendant, I need you to get to the important questions at hand.
Your Honor, all questions are important. Your Honor, this is about my reputation, Your Honor. I need to make sure that each juror.
What does her aliases have to do with
It has a lot of Your Honor, if you would allow me to continue, you will see where I'm going with it.
There's no relevance. Please move on to your
It does has relevance, Your Honor.
Please move on to your next question.
Do you stream juror number 11?
I do.
How often do you stream?
A few times a week.
How many is a few
Maybe about,
times? 5 times, 6 times, 7
maybe
times?
4.
2
Maybe
times
4.
a day, 3 times a day?
About 4 a week. About 4
Okay.
times.
And what is your current diamond count?
1.6 million.
1.6 mil?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice. Is the plaintiff on your board?
No.
Do you know the plaintiff? Summer
Nope.
with the blonde hair? The woman
I
up
don't
there
know
with
her.
the blonde, not the judge.
Yeah. I don't know her.
You don't know her. Okay.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know her. Let me make a mark of this. Okay. So you don't know her at all. Have you seen her around in other people's stream?
No.
Okay, maybe in passing, maybe you was doing a verse with someone. She came in as that person's stream. Maybe
Your
you
Honor,
seen her
she's
poke her head
already
in there.
answered the question that she doesn't know me.
Have you seen any of your friends wearing her name? Maybe she took someone's Millie. What about her counselor that will be representing her? She goes by the name of Glenn Coco.
No. I don't
Okay.
know a Green Coco.
But you know Coco's on the app. You know people named Coco on the app.
Yeah.
And you've
But
never heard Glenn Coco before.
Nope.
Okay. Um, how do you feel about participating in theme events?
Um, I don't have a problem with it. I feel like it's an event. It's a part of supporting your supporters. So why not?
Okay. Do you know anything about this case?
No.
Have you ever did a grand gesture for someone?
Can you read like? Can you read question like? Can you reword the question? I don't
Okay.
understand.
Do you know what a grand gesture is?
A favor.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you.
Um.
A grand gesture is something that you say or do in order to express your attitude or your intentions for someone or something. So that's a grand gesture.
So like a disclaimer.
I'm sorry.
So like a disclaimer.
So I'll
That
give you
was
an example if you don't
okay.
mind. If you
Please.
need an example, Your Honor, permission to give an example.
Permission granted.
Okay, so for an example, I have a friend. She's on the app. I consider her a friend. She comes to my stream several times every day. She's in here. She goes by the name of Key Libra. I know she's in the hospital, not feeling well. I did a grand gesture and I sent her some flowers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and got her some food as well. Has
Your
someone
Honor,
ever did a grand gesture for you
try to
before?
get the jury to side with her.
Has someone ever did a grand gesture for you before?
Yes. Yes.
Well, she stated, and I love them. I'm glad you did. So, and what was the grand gesture that someone did for you before?
Um. They sent me money.
Oh, how much?
Is that relevant? Do I have to answer that?
I'm trying to figure out if it is. Defendant,
It, it is relevant.
what is that pertaining? How is that pertaining to the case? The amount of money.
You know what? Strike it.
Answer the
Strike.
question.
Your Honor, I said strike it.
Please
Strike.
proceed.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If the plaintiff is unable to show solid proof of said allegations, will you have an issue
Mhm.
finding the defendant not guilty?
I, in order to find someone guilty, you need proof. So if
Okay.
there's no proof, we can't further along. I will have to do more investigation.
Okay. What if said proof is not exactly how the person portrayed it to be?
Please, Your Honor, that's leading.
How is it
I will.
leading? Do you know anything about the case? Juror 11.
No.
Okay, that's a general question. No one knows anything about the case. It's not leading, Your Honor. So, okay, so please proceed to answer the question.
Please
Okay. Can
respect.
you ask it again? Please.
Okay, so I said, if the plaintiff is unable to show solid proof of said allegations, will you have an issue finding the defendant not guilty?
Um. I'm gonna say no because the information is not accurate. So how would I find them guilty?
You said, I'm sorry, you mumbled on the last few
Oh,
words.
I'm saying that if the information is inaccurate, it's going to be hard for me to find that person's guilty. So I will have to do a further investigation on where the evidence came from and what led up to this evidence being presented.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Juror 11.
Can she be excused now?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, Juror 11, for your time. I'm gonna place you. I see Juror 10 is here. And
Almost went to sleep. Okay, I'm back. Whew, all right.
Juror 10,
Yes.
I believe I was calling on you earlier.
Oh, I was drinking, but I'm here now. No worries. No worries. We needed a drink. This courtroom was kind of a little tight, but that's okay. We here now. We here now. Woo.
Be intoxicated at this moment. Would you be able to answer the question correctly?
Absolutely. I do my best work drunk. Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm twerking. Hey. Some party going on over here.
I'm going to have to remind you that all parties need
Okay,
to
okay.
themselves in a professional manner. If you are too intoxicated,
Okay. I can do it. I can do it.
I do myself.
Okay. Okay. Now she's asleep. Wake up. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Plaintiff?
Hello, Juror 10.
Hello.
My first question for you is
Excuse me, plaintiff juror 10. I apologize, juror 12. Can you please state your name for the record?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm pretty in pink.
Juror 12?
Oh, Miss DC.
I'm sorry, what was her name? Number 10?
Pretty in pink? Okay. Plaintiff, you can proceed.
She must be new here.
hello, Juror 10.
Hello.
In your friendship group, would you consider someone being a better person because they have more money than you or they have a higher status than you?
Absolutely not, because I'm rich. So I'm like Donald Trump rich. So you can't get no higher than that. So no, absolutely not. Doesn't mean a thing. Yeah. Mhm.
Do you not think people should be humble with their money?
I mean, is Trump humble with his money? I mean, it just depends on the person. Sometimes you can be, but it just depends on the person and what they, did to get the money. Some people are, some people are not.
Do you know the defendant?
Do I know her? Of course I know her. Who doesn't? The whole app knows her.
How often do you visit the defendant's stream?
I come very often. Mm-hmm.
Defendant, please.
Very often?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself part of any families on the app?
I mean, I'm a supporter of everybody. Again, I'm rich like Trump. So, of course.
Juror 10, I will remind you to please tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay. This is my leader. This is my first lady. And I also support Travel Bank. But that's it.
Okay, I'd like Juror 10 struck as well, please.
I'm sorry, plaintiff?
I'd like Juror 10 dismissed, please.
You would like to dismiss Juror 10?
On what grounds, Your Honor?
Right.
Were you paying attention, defendant? She stated you are her leader.
She is my leader, but I'm still fair.
Towards the gate.
Defendant. She asked for her to be dismissed, and I'm going to dismiss her.
All right, well, back to the party.
It's within reasons. Thank you, juror.
Bye-bye.
Wait, before your 10 go, can I hold or something? Hi, Miss DC.
Hello, juror 12. I apologize.
No problem.
Plaintiff?
I got me a little nap in. I'm good. So
You good? Okay, perfect. Thank you for being here, by the way. Plaintiff, can you please proceed with your questions for juror 12?
Have you ever been betrayed by someone?
yeah, I have.
Your Honor, can you tell the defendant to stop typing in the comments, please?
Defendant?
Your Honor, with all due respect.
Are you asking for gifts in the comments?
Simply letting people know to send you gifts for the qualifiers,
Well,
Your Honor.
defendant, we can get to the qualifiers if you speed up on your questions and stop interjecting and interrupting.
Your Honor, this is my career on a
This is a prime example as to what I'm speaking about. You are interrupting the plaintiff, and I would like her to proceed with her questions. And then we could get to the qualifiers.
Your Honor,
I'm gonna
cannot
defend it. Defend it. You're trying me.
Oh.
Now, if you're concerned about the qualifiers, I suggest you allow the plaintiff to proceed with her questions so we can get to the qualifiers, if that is your concern. Can we proceed? Thank you. Proceed.
Hello, Juror 12, sorry. Have you ever been betrayed by someone?
I have.
Okay, and how did it make you feel when you were betrayed?
Pissed off.
And have
Jury
you
number
ever
13, you were supposed to wake me up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I called you.
Oh, not a personal relationship with each other. Is that what's going on here?
No.
I mean, wait, huh?
Do you guys know each other?
I feel betrayed right now.
We do, but we're not
Because-
supposed to.
Supposed to what? I don't know what you're talking about. What did you say? Is it the plaintiff that was asking me? I just woke up, Donna. I'm a little flustered, perplexed.
You know what? It's not my
Okay.
decision.
Okay.
Plaintiff, please proceed with the questions. Juror
You
13,
said,
you're late.
have I ever been betrayed? Yes, I have.
And if you have a disagreement with a friend, and it's not serious, you just don't agree with what happens, do you cut them out your life or do you still support them?
It depends on. Okay, you said disagreement. No, you're gonna have disagreement, and you talk it out, you work it out, and you don't cut them off. It depends on what it is, though. Like disagreement and betrayal is two different.
Now, if one of your friends have a higher status than you, does that mean that they're more important than you?
No.
Okay. And the last question is, does how much money you make determine what kind of person you are?
Say that one more time.
Does how much money you make determine what kinds of person you are?
No, because you can have a lot of money and be a trash person. No.
Okay. That's all I think. Thank you, Juror 12.
Thank you, Juror 12. You can proceed with Juror 13 on your questions.
Hello, Juror 13.
Hi, Summer.
Do you know the defendant?
Not on a personal level. I've been to her stream maybe once or twice.
Okay. Do you believe that top badges should be held accountable to their actions on the app?
Yeah, everybody should be held to their actions or responsible for their actions. That's just in life.
Okay. Do you think a top badge on the app has a higher standard that they should be delivering than a normal streamer?
Say it one more time. Shit.
Do you think a top badge?
Sure, I want to remind you there's no cursing in the courtroom. Juror 13, please.
Do you think a top badge has a higher standard that they should be living up to than other streamers?
A higher standard that they should be living up to? I mean, I think they already do that. Because you already do that. We're learning from y'all, the normal streamers. So yeah.
So it's important for top badges to be a good influence on that.
Absolutely.
Okay. The last question that I've got for you is, have you ever been given something and it taken away from you or they've asked for it back?
Yes.
And how did that make you feel?
Um, Confused why. I didn't understand why. It was circumstantial, but I didn't understand why, and then I was pretty irritated afterwards.
Thank you, Juror 13.
Thank you.
Defendant, is there an issue?
No, I'm all right now that she stopped
Right.
talking. Juror 12, how are you?
Okay.
I
This court is absolutely tired of your insults
What insults, Shauna?
and your unprofessional behavior. Did you just fall asleep in my courtroom?
No, Your Honor. I did not.
Is this what I have to look forward to coming Friday?
Your Honor, I was.
Because I can book a vacation.
Your Honor, am I not allowed to pray in court?
You were praying and snoring at the same time?
I was praying. I breathe heavy, Your Honor.
Well, you need to get that checked.
I have sleep apnea.
Well, I suggest you get a lot of rest on Friday because we're not going to be tolerating that behavior at all.
No problem.
Are you ready to ask your questions?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Please proceed so we can get to your qualifiers. Thank you.
I just wanted to be noted by the court that I was praying.
That's fine, Juror 12.
Hello, Juror 12. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Can you state your name for the record again?
Miss DC?
Miss DC. Miss DC, what do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
You in sales? Awesome, awesome.
Done sales myself. How long would you say you've been doing sales for?
5 years.
5 years. Did you move up in position, or are you still the same level, entry level?
Oh, now we level up.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Listen, I know all about leveling up, so that's amazing that you leveled up.
Period.
So when you leveled up, did you have haters?
You're gonna have haters till the day you BIE, of course.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about those haters?
I love when they do it.
Why?
I feel like I need more because it lets me know I'm doing something right.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. And you, are you a streamer?
I am.
How long you been streaming for?
About 2 years.
All right. Well, do you consider everyone on this platform your friend?
No.
What does one have to do in order to be considered your friend?
Be supportive, honest. I have to really to consider someone my friend, I have to talk to them outside of the app. Like if it's to the point where I trust you enough, I feel like we vibe, we mesh together, and I talk to you outside of the app, I consider you a friend. Everybody else associate.
And when you say talk to outside of the app, could you elaborate? Do you mean phone conversations talk to?
Phone conversations, text, IG messages outside of that.
Okay. Would you consider yourself someone a friend, right? And a workplace?
I have made friends in the workplace, but it's not very often.
Okay. And like you have a higher position than a lot of us. Would you consider yourself a friend to those associates who are under you?
I have, but it kind of gets a little sticky when especially if you're over somebody or you're their boss,
Right.
being friendly, they feel like they can kind of.
Okay. So what if, okay, would you help somebody out that might not have your status, but they work with you?
Of course, I want to see everybody doing good and growing and
Right.
enhancing their life. Yeah.
Right. So if they were in an event and they asked you to pull up for it, would you show up?
Mhm.
And why would you show up for that person?
because I would want to see them do great. And just in case someone else might not show up, I might be their blessing for the day. I might, what I'm saying, be able to support them and, make their day.
I like that. I too like to show up for my associates, my friends, and the best way I know how.
Anybody.
Have you ever done an auction before?
I have. I've done two.
Have you hosted one before?
I have not.
What were the two auctions you did? Was there any themes to it?
Yeah.
And what was the theme?
Can I plead the fifth? I can tell you one. One was one was a birthday bash. I'm gonna plead the fifth on the second.
The courts would like you to answer that question. What was the theme? Your Honor, we're in court. You have to answer the question.
Wanda, please. Oh.
Your Honor, I would like to remove juror number 12.
Hey, what I do? Because I'll take a shot.
Your Honor, she's secretive, Your Honor, and that puts my case.
So
I can't put my case in the hand of someone who's secretive.
So you would like juror 12 to be excused?
Yes.
Juror 12? Thank you for your time.
Hello, juror number 13.
Hi, role model.
How you doing?
I'm getting there. It's time to go to bed, but we're here.
Juror 13, I'm not even gonna hold you. Juror 12 might be upset that I removed her. And you already established that you guys are friends. Thank you for coming out, juror number 13.
I stayed in here all night and I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry all night for this.
So you're dismissing juror 13 as well?
Yes, I am.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that she knows juror number 12. They are friends, Your Honor. It was established in your courtroom.
It was established, but what does that have to do with the fact that
Your Honor, has a lot to do with it.
She has nothing to do with the
life
case?
and my reputation is at stake.
She has nothing to do with the case.
Juror 12 and number 13 are friends. I just excused her off of the case. Suppose
plaintiff?
there are in cahoots to take me down. You gotta be kidding me, Your Honor.
I don't see what relevance it has to do with the case. You don't think
It has a lot of relevance.
You don't believe that juror 12 can operate as an individual?
No, I do not, Your Honor. My life is at stake. My career that I spent 3.5 years building is at stake, and I'm not willing to put that on the line, Your Honor.
Plaintiff, how do you feel about that?
It's not her say, Your Honor.
It's my say to ask, and I'm asking her, how do you feel about excusing juror 13?
She would do the same thing if she was in my position.
She had relevance
ridiculous
to excuse the jurors that we excused for her. I'm trying to understand why you're trying to excuse juror 13. What does that have to do with juror 12? She's an individual.
Yeah, everyone's an
It
individual.
has a lot. You cannot be friends, or you cannot have friends be on the jurors, Your Honor. It's textbook.
This is solely based on a case.
Your Honor, you cannot have friends be in cahoots together in the same jury.
And you
cannot
excused
do
juror
that, Your
12,
Honor.
so they're no longer on the case.
Your Honor, 12 and 13 are friends. They both need to be removed. It is law, Your Honor.
Juror 13, you may be excused.
They will discuss the case, and you
So
cannot
can we
do
wrap
that,
this
Your
up
Honor.
now? I do need to ask a question. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I miss juror 11?
No.
No, we did juror 11.
Okay. I did not mark her off. I apologize.
We didn't do number 8 though.
I had her marked off as Kim Kai and we dismissed her. Is that correct?
We dismissed her.
Yes, we dismissed 8.
Yeah, okay, sorry. My bad.
Okay. All right. So that wraps up our questions. Can we proceed to deliberation?
Yes.
Can I please excuse you both out of the box?
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. So we're gonna go to some music, guys. Give me 1 second, please. So guys, right now, the plaintiff and the defendant is gonna go into deliberations. When they get back in the box, they will let me know which jurors they have selected. At that time, each party will provide 3 of their selections. Top Ed Summers, you choose 3 jurors, and the defendant also get the opportunity to choose 3 jurors. Please also make sure you have a backup just in case there's any conflict of numbers. Thank you, guys. Let's see, we're gonna give them a 2 or 3 minutes to decide. Let's turn this up a little bit. Start that again, guys. All right, guys, let's see how much we have. 15 seconds remaining, I believe. Let's take a quick double check. Texas, can you check to make sure that the plaintiff and the defendant are ready? Excuse me for 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, guys, thank you for your patience. Deliberation is over. Can I please get the plaintiff and defendant to request the box? The defendant has not replied. Okay. Why am I not shocked? Okay. All right. Thank you, plaintiff. I don't see the defendant in the box. I agree. Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back plaintiff and defendant. I have your juror selection in front of me. I just want to confirm that you are confident in your juror selection. Okay, I'm going to now let the jurors in the box. Okay. Make sure all jurors, I need all jurors to request a box, please. Well, excuse me, juror 1, juror 4, juror 5, juror 6, juror 7, and juror 9. Please request a box. That will be juror 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. If your number was not called, I would like to thank you for your time. Okay, so juror 1, I'm still waiting for you to request a box. Juror 4, I'm still waiting for you to request a box. Here we go. Thank you. Juror 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you? Juror 4. I don't see juror 4 in the box. Unless you changed your name again. Ashley, are you juror 4? I can't tell. Okay, Ashley, you're confusing me. Okay, juror 4.
My bad.
Hello, Ashley.
Hi.
You're gonna be juror 4, as you know.
Yeah.
So juror 1 and juror 4,
Yes,
you were
ma'am.
selected. I just want to make sure that you will be able to be present for Friday at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be present.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring juror 5 and 6 in the box. And 6.
Your Honor, you look really good today.
Defendant.
Judge, please.
Juror 5 and 6.
Yes.
You have been selected for the case, which is going to be held on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Does that conflict with anything you have scheduled?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
I should be able to be there.
I need a definite, juror 6.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Juror 5,
I'm there.
you're going to be there? Thank you. I'm going to bring juror 7 and 9 in. Thank you, juror 7.
Hey.
I don't know why it was on the floor.
Okay. Same question, jurors 7 and 9. Court will be held Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Would you be able to make it in on time?
I have a
Yes.
question.
You have a question for me?
So I have an appointment at 12:40. Do I have to get back in the box, or would it be just to watch the case and be in the comments?
Well, your appointment is before the court. Are you going to be able to pay attention to all the evidence that's going to be presented?
Yes.
Are you sure?
You get back in the box at the end. You
I
may
will be able to pay attention to
if you're
everything.
the foreman, but you might not be the foreman, so you should be fine. But if you are at an appointment, would you be able to listen to the whole case?
I'm sorry. She asked me the question, and I don't remember asking you to answer it for
I
me.
do apologize, Your Honor. I thought
You've
you was
been out
having
of line
problems.
all night.
Your Honor, I thought you was having problems with your mic. I couldn't hear you.
No, you're having a problem with your mouth. You can't keep closed. You need to work on that.
I do apologize, Your Honor. I'll work on it.
Now, juror 7, I apologize for the rudeness. As you were stating, you have an appointment prior to the case?
Yes, at 12:40. But I was asking, do I have to get in the box, or would I be able to just be in the comments to listen in on the case?
Listening on a case, but I just want to make sure that your appointment is not going to interfere with you hearing all of the evidence.
Nope, I have some good headphones.
Okay, so no issues at all.
No.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Plaintiff, are you okay with her being at an appointment as well as listening on a case?
Even though you're going to be listening, if you're at an appointment, how are you going to see the evidence with your own eyes, which you said is important for you to see?
I have 5G service, and I would be able to pay attention to all the details.
No, but if you're at an appointment and you're with someone, how are you going to be able to look at
Because
your
the
phone?
appointment is literally like you go.
It's
It's an important question, defendant. It's the same question that I had.
So they'll basically.
I didn't even say nothing.
Well, you're getting ready to. I already know.
I'll
So
be having
proceed, plaintiff.
I'll be having to wait my turn, so I will have more than enough time to sit and wait.
This is absurd, Your Honor.
It's like one of those.
You do understand why we're asking these questions, juror. It's not that we don't want you to be a part of this case, but we just want to make sure that your time is not going to be divided.
No, it won't. I will have my divided attention on you guys. I was just asking if I had to get in the box. That's what I was asking.
No.
Your Honor, don't you want to confirm with me if that will be okay as well?
Once I get to you, I will. Once I get to you, I will.
I'm just very worried that if you're at an appointment and you're with someone and talking, how you can look at your phone at the same time and give it the right amount of attention that it needs.
No, I would have my headphones in, so I would be listening in, and my attention would be on you guys.
Yeah, like you can listen, but you can't actually see the evidence.
No, I will have my phone at all times in my hands to pay attention to evidence. The appointment will not stop me from paying attention, okay?
Are you comfortable with that, plaintiff? Are you comfortable with her responses? I want to let you guys know that if you have any objection, now is your time to state that. If you don't feel like juror 7 is going to be able to hold up to what's needed in terms of providing the right response to the case, you need to let me know now. Defendant, I know you can't wait to respond, so go ahead and speak.
Your Honor, I just want to point out that I don't feel like it should be a problem for juror number 7, based off the fact that her appointment time is actually 20 minutes before the case even starts. I think she would be able to view the evidence and everything. It's not hard to walk around with your phone and watch a stream. I've done that several times before.
Juror 7, I just want to make sure that you'll be able to get in the box. You will have to, or maybe I answered that question inaccurately. You will have to get in the box at the beginning to be sworn in.
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Plaintiff, are you okay with juror 7?
I'm so sorry, Juror 7. I just don't feel like you'll be giving it the right amount of attention that you need to be giving it.
Your Honor, this is not how it works, though, Your Honor. That's someone I picked.
This was not
Your
information that
Honor,
was
you're switching
disclosed
up
to
the thing.
us.
I'm not even gonna hold you, Your Honor. You're switching up the whole thing. If she had an objection, that should have been a question she asked.
And this information
Your
should
Honor,
have been
this is
provided.
absurd.
This information should have been provided to us up front. We weren't aware
It was.
that juror
She's
number 7.
available.
Did you ask her that she
she's
had any
available.
appointment?
You have a clerk, Your Honor. Your clerk asked her these questions.
Let me let the clerk in.
She's available.
Let me let the clerk in. One moment, please. Juror 9, I'll let you back in shortly. 1 second.
I did speak to juror 7 and I told her what was needed, and she is okay and she will be available on the day.
Yes.
I understand that, but the question at hand is she gonna have her undivided? We need her undivided attention,
Yes, you're gonna have her
and that's
undivided
what we are in
attention.
question. Okay.
Yes.
So I need to make sure that
You're dragging it, and I have an hour left.
I'm dragging.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I need to be in this contest. Like, we're dragging it right now. These
Not
are the
you
jurors.
telling
We
me.
picked out the numbers.
You're gonna be held in contempt. Not you telling me that I'm dragging something when you couldn't keep your mouth shut when it was not your time to speak. Okay, plaintiff, can we move along? Is it a yes or no for juror 7?
No, thank you. I feel like she can't actually look at the evidence whether I
Okay. So we have excused several other jurors. Who would you like to replace juror 7 with?
Wait, but
What?
Your Honor,
Okay.
hold on, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You're bugging. How you gonna ask her? Nah, you're bugging. Donna, you're doing this all wrong.
Hold on.
I'm
Okay.
out of character right now because now you're being biased.
Hold on.
I'm
Your-
not being biased. She
Wait.
stated that she has an appointment prior
Wait.
to the
And
case.
she also stated several times you can't answer that. If she had to remove her, you can't change the rules of my show, Donna.
Who's changing the rules of the show?
If she wanted her removed, she should have removed her in the beginning.
We did not know about her appointment until
She
now.
said she will be available to watch and listen to all evidence. You can't ask Summer, oh, is she okay with that? And then select someone from her. She chose 3, I chose my 3.
Defendant, I want to let you know that in order for you to make
That's
an
Donna,
unbiased
you
decision,
can't reel
you
off
need
of
to
how
have
the
your
show is.
undivided attention where you're able
That's
to
okay,
see
Donna.
and
Like,
hear
you-
all evidence. How
Okay.
can you be 2 places at one
She
time?
can. What
Wait.
are you
So
talking about?
because hold
You
on,
think
hold on,
everybody
Donna.
is sitting at home?
Ma'am, sir,
She was
I'm
dishonest enough
Donna,
to
not
say she's
babe.
not going to be sitting at home. Do you think every juror is sitting at home during these cases? No, they're not. Some people
Okay.
could be at work.
Wait.
And watch.
Donna.
And they
Oh.
wouldn't be able to
You
be a
can
juror
work
because
and
they
watch.
need your undivided
You can
attention.
whistle while you work.
Okay, all right. I'm going to mute you. Plaintiff?
Okay. No, it's me. It's Texas.
Just in order to move along this case, really, we're gonna just go ahead with juror 7. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's absurd. You're bugging right now.
I will be able to listen in and pay attention to all details. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So we're good.
Are you happy? The outburst is wild.
The biasness in the courtroom, Your Honor, is wild.
You cannot tell me the rules of my court. I've never interjected or objected to anything when you were in this chair.
Your Honor, you
And I
objected me
expect
all
the
through
same
this
amount of
court case.
respect.
No problem, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, if I have to warn you again, this case will be thrown out. And you will have wasted everyone's time. Now, I would like to thank juror 7 for her time. I
Don't forget-
apologize
Add
for
juror
the
9 back.
confusion and the conflict. Texas, thank you for your time. Anything else you would like to state before we adjourn?
No, thank you.
Defendant?
I'm okay, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned. So juror numbers. Get back to my notes. Excuse me. Guys, I want to thank you for your time. I know this was a little long-winded. Oh, I forgot juror 9? No, I got juror 9 was in the box. I just had to excuse her quickly. So I didn't have 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 9. I replaced it. No, she was in there for a second though, right? She said yes. I got her in. She's good. Yeah. Texas, do you still need to